This is such an interesting story. This is about a Turkish lady. Do you remember in 1990 there was a story about the collapse of the tunnel in Mecca? And that tunnel, it was 50 yards wide by 20 yards, a huge tunnel. And there were 50,000 people in it. There was a stampede, some people fell, 7 people apparently fell, and then a huge number of people were killed. 1,426 people died. And because of the traditions in Saudi Arabia and in Islam about burying people quickly, many people were buried. And this lady here was presumed to be dead. Now, she'd gone with her husband for the second time to the Hajj, but instead of following the usual route of going through the official channels, she went independently, so she and her husband weren't properly recognized. Her husband woke up in a hospital and she was nowhere to be seen. He saw her as the stampede began. They were about 2 or 3 yards away from each other, but he couldn't reach out to her. And she disappeared in 1990. Now, she has since apparently been seen. And she's been talking to pilgrims in Turkish and saying that she is this missing lady, Fahriye Kara, who she says has been abducted. In some stories, people are saying she's been abducted by a Yemeni man. She is one of 9 siblings. She has 12 children. Have I got that right? 12 children in Turkey. Now she's supposed to have children in Saudi Arabia or Yemeni children as well. She seems to have been abducted by a Yemeni man and held as a sort of slave, being made to work in shops or made to sell things from the street. And so many people, according to this, have seen her, and yet she still cannot be found. And the Saudi authorities don't seem to be helping. It is quite the most extraordinary story, and this is why it's so important that citizen journalism is so valuable, and when people see things, they need to speak out because people's lives are at risk. She thought she was doing something right. And here's pictures of people at the Hajj going around the Kaaba, and this is the lady herself. But this is a photograph taken from 1990. It's a sad story, but it's also about the resilience and the determination of her family to track her down, to find her.